This is Drop Tent Media Network.
That is not the.
Wow, this is too much.
Well, the one that I'm looking for is the one that's blurred out. See the one that's the one.
Oh, wow.
She looks so confident, you know.
So wait, we do have a theme for this episode.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we were going to talk about great dates and bad dates.
It went way off the rails. We're dating. What's up, guys?
Welcome.
Hi, we're dating. I'm Rachel.
I'm Alejandro.
And today we got Malakiah Ayres.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up?
This is my first time in front of a podcast equipment in a long time. A lot of things happen. So
Sound like a morning show, like a radio.
Did I? Hey,
Yeah.
how's it
Hey
going?
guys, how's it going on 85 with the Guru Screw?
I'm sorry.
Oh no! You're great. Malachi is a great comedian, and we got I love your stuff always. I think you're so funny. You're the only comedian I know in Philly that when you sit down on stage, I'm like, he earned that.
That's respect.
Yeah,
I
that's
appreciate that.
Yeah, because usually somebody sits down on the stool and is like, "What are you fucking doing?
who the fuck do you think you are?" Yeah, I get very angry about it unnecessarily, but no, you do it, and I'm just like, yeah.
There's one comedian, I'm not going to mention his name because we're friends now, but like he used to like in his first or second year, he used to do that thing where he'd like relax up against the wall and like lean like 1 foot back on the wall and hang out back by the wall. Like he was like such a cool dude and he fucking sucked.
Show respect for the craft.
So like, don't be that
hilarious.
relaxed now.
Yeah.
You haven't earned that. Like you said. Anyway.
Exactly. Get better.
Anyway, this is not a comedy podcast.
This isn't about
we do
comedy.
not talk
This
about
is about
stand-up.
No, we're talking about we're starting with
Fictional crushes.
fictional crushes.
Any fictional character from a novel, movie, TV show, and because Rachel is so hot for cartoons, also animated characters.
Yeah, I'm really horny for Arnold from Hey Arnold. And also I had a crush on Bart Simpson.
Wow.
And then I had
Voiced by a lady.
I know.
Mm.
Maybe that says something about me. I don't know. I like a nice nasally voice on a man. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I had a crush on Donnie from Wild Thornberries.
Donnie?
Yeah.
I need. We need to talk about you, man. 'Cause Donnie. What about? How do you feel about Tarzan?
Hot, yes.
Okay, so you just like dirty guys. That's like a little slime
Look
on
at
you
him.
guys.
Look at that little cutie.
Wow.
Like he
I
played
just-
outside a little too much.
What I really, yes, I did. What I liked is the idea of a dude who is so wild that he doesn't necessarily have a scope of like Western beauty standards, sees me and is just floored. I want to be someone's. I want to be someone's Roman Empire.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I got.
You got a list.
Yeah. Hold on. First of all, because I got to show you because I'm gonna name some obscure characters.
Okay, we got the Google over here too.
Okay. Oh, type in Dorothy from The Great Pretenders.
Wow.
Okay.
Dorothy. What is the Great Pretenders?
Yeah.
It's an anime about crime. Like they do heists and shit.
Okay.
And she's the ex-girlfriend of the main character, Laurent.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Wow.
see that for you.
Yep.
Wellity.
Anime is the perfect fictional crush generator.
Yeah.
Just because they all look so hot.
Yeah. Good outfits. Great boots.
Great boots.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
kind of jealous of her fit.
they did her black features nice. Like she has nice lips. Like usually black people have those. They usually have the racist big lips.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or no lips at all because they don't want to be racist. But
They overcorrect.
yeah, like hers are really nice.
Oh, they are. Look at that. Ooh, shiny.
She's
Look
got
at that.
cute.
Look at
And
that
then
gloss.
always a little gloss. Yeah.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
Okay.
She is
And
cute.
then there's
I know they're all anime.
yes, this is Miracle from My Hero Academia. Meg Thee Stallion cosplays her a lot, which I like.
Ooh. Could Megan Thee Stallion be considered a fictional crush? Because that's an alter ego, is it
Oh,
not?
I mean,
Bunny Girl, type in Bunny Girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a character.
Okay.
Her alter ego, Tina Snow, is from this anime.
Oh, I
Yeah.
fucking love Tina Snow. I like I like
Interesting.
Big Ol' Freak. That was one. Big Ol' Freak also educated me because the line in Big Ol' Freak is, you ever get them on their tip toes and roll to the tip like me? And I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. And then I started doing that.
Wait, so you were planting your feet like a sumo wrestler when you were riding dick? You got to be agile on your feet.
No, I just like I was a grinder, but I never thought about the up and down.
Okay.
I never thought about getting the
up and down.
whole situation taken care of.
That's because I hear ladies like grinding because it gets you all there quicker. So makes sense. Yeah.
Grinding is for us, but I think that was selfish of me. And I think Megan Thee Stallion is who I aim to be eventually. Tina Snow is who I aim to be eventually.
Wow.
Sometimes you got to be selfish during sex. If you're trying to get your racks off, because sometimes it takes you a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my God. I have to like assure people patience is a virtue sometimes. Patience is a virtue. Okay. All right. That's a good one. Do you have another one?
Of course I do. Her name is Yororichi.
Yonorichi.
I'm sorry. Yororichi.
I don't speak on this podcast often, but dude, talking to a white guy from South Jersey, bro. You guys give me a break.
Okay.
Spell it out.
Why
You look like you
are
could be into
you
anime.
ICHI?
Wait, sorry.
YORU ICHI.
ICHI.
This is a classic right here. This is
Mhm.
one of my favorites.
Oh,
I mean, boom.
Oh, okay.
Another
purple
black
hair,
lady.
very
Yeah.
classic anime
Right.
vibe.
Black lady, purple hair was
And she looks very stern.
killing it.
Very
Yeah.
serious.
Also, yeah.
she
Also, that body, dude.
put paws on. Yeah, she was very agile. She's like a ninja, even though she's supposed to be a samurai. Like her clan was full of ninjas.
that,
Wow.
dude. Damn.
Wow. That's a
Mhm.
pose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, she was a cat for like the first.
Okay, yeah. All right.
For like the first secretly. It wasn't. This is making it weirder. She was like, she was pretending to be a cat. Like she had like a cat form while she was hiding in the human world because they're like
Right.
Grim Reapers basically.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
She was hiding in the
Interesting.
human world and she was pretending to
Oh.
be a cat while everybody was looking for her. Then she popped out and showed people this form.
I see.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Who are your fictional crushes?
All right. So
This is very softy
gonna-
already. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, if you go to Deviant Art, they're going to be deviant.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's all right.
well, we got Michael C. Hall as Dexter in the show Dexter. Who's so because a lot of that was like the Miami style that he wore. He always wore very like fashionable shirts and they all fit really well, and his hair was always like really like well combed. He had like these little sideburns.
Yes.
And it was a very, very sexy character.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, all the serial killer stuff.
He's
I
also a
can't
psychopath.
remember.
There is this weird
I'll
part of
take
me
care of
that's like,
business.
that
Look
tracks.
at that. Look at that. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
And the little grin. I get it.
Oh, so evil.
I-
But if
I'm
we're
not seeing it.
but if we're jumping back, we're talking about cartoons again. I think, and I don't think I mentioned that this is the last time that we talked about it. And this character is canonically adult. Okay. It's
Okay.
what is happening here?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
Wreck-It Ralph. Because I actually went on the internet and I looked up
Did you have to check the
cartoon. Yeah, because I
Look
got
at
a
him.
little.
Yeah, of
he's,
course.
he's huge.
He is
And
very
he's goofy
beefy.
looking. He has a goofy voice. He's a goofy dude, but he's built like a man.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I will say he looks like he kind of
corn
looks
fed.
like Connor Lutz.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I would climb the shit out of Connor Lutz. I respect him and his girlfriend. They
I
think they're
do.
lovely people.
They're both great, but
And that's
Absolutely.
actually kind of insulting of you to compare.
I didn't mean it in
the
a salty way.
legend.
I'm-
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, he is a legend. I mean,
Household name.
So yeah, I went the distance and I actually looked up porn of Wreck-It Ralph and
We have
obscene
to-
drawings on the internet.
I don't think
Are you going to Google that?
Oh,
I gotta check it out just to make sure.
because there's one where he
I
just
can
has like
guarantee you he does not listen to this
where-
podcast.
Where?
I thought you were
oh, we're
going to
looking
say.
up.
I thought you were going to put up
Lutz.
Wreck-It Ralph porn. I was about to say, yo.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Yo, that's
The
so
red
mean.
shirt.
Come on.
The red shirt. That's great.
No.
It's
Not
not
Alejandro having
me.
fantasies about
You
kind of
said he
looks.
was hot. Okay.
He's hot. What, you know, whatever.
And I think he's hot too. This could be
He's clearly he's a conventionally hot guy. It's not even like
Wreck-It Ralph.
he's
or
no Connor Lutz. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph is a conventionally attractive cartoon. He's got those big old paws.
All right. I'm only doing this because
yeah.
they might not know who we're talking about. But
Sorry,
I gotta say,
let's
dude.
blow him up on the internet. Anyway,
It's
close.
kind of
It's
right,
close.
isn't it?
Yeah.
A little close.
It's there.
Okay.
That's a
anyway,
compliment.
It's a compliment. It is
we
a
love
compliment.
Connor. We're big fans. Congratulations to him on his recent move. And best
Yes,
of luck
yeah,
to him
he's
in his comedy
phenomenal.
future. This is not a comedy podcast.
I moved to New York.
Anyway, let's take a look at Wreck-It Ralph hanging. What's it called when you have your dick out? You're
Hanging dong.
hanging dong. Is that it?
Is that a what?
You
really
never heard that
a thing?
expression?
No,
Like hanging
First
dong?
of all, black people don't use dong. So I would have never hanging dong. I just started using drop and trowel last week.
Why? Where did you hear it? You just-
I don't know. It just popped in my head. I was like, drop trowel is hilarious.
It is
It's
hilarious.
your white people lexicon. It's,
Drop trowel. It's pretty white.
it's like Duolingo, but for white people.
Yeah, I'm
I'm so sorry.
I'm keyed into white phrases, and there's a couple of them that just speak to me. That's
What
hilarious.
are your favorite white phrases?
I mean,
Drop
yeah,
trowel. was
Drop
definitely
trowel,
one of
definitely
them.
pretty
well,
big.
how would you, before you learn that, what would you call it if somebody has their dick out?
They had a dick out. One time I was this is right when I started doing comedy. I was going to Raven and I fucking was walking up the street and there's like a gas station that was closing down right while where I had to catch a trolley. And it was a dude peeing there. But he wasn't peeing on the wall. He was just peeing. So I hit the corner and I look.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, nigga, your dick is out. Like, what are you doing? Like, at least have some shame and go into the corner.
Yeah, come on. People aren't ready for that.
Yeah, when I see a dick out in public, it freaks me out.
Yeah,
I'm just not. I get,
You know, I know we're gonna talk about comedians, but there's a comedian, and I'm not gonna say his name, but there's a comedian that I discovered that he had a huge penis because he was peeing also, but then me and another comedian had dropped this guy off at his house. And this comedian had been drinking. So he leans up against a fence, or he like stands up against a fence and starts peeing. And we make a K turn to go away. And he goes, all right, bye, guys. But he turns around his whole body wave, and he's just peeing. And he's got his giant hog in his hand peeing out into the middle of the street.
Can you name names after the podcast?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's
But
your
you know what?
sniping.
Oh, dude.
You never do know. You never know who's
packing.
who's pushing weight.
Yeah, who's pushing weight? I do really want to
That's
know
hilarious. That's a
about
good one,
all
right?
of the dick sizes in comedy now. I really want to know.
Yeah, you know what? I'm always curious. Whenever somebody like jokes that they have a little one, I'm like, does he?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
You
quite
gotta
believe
have
it.
a certain, like, you can. Short people don't joke about being short. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
because you
like
can see it. You can't really lie
Yeah.
about it.
It's true. But like, you know, at what level is it self-awareness? Because I've heard like dudes who are friends of mine be like, I have a little dick and I warn people about it.
that's just
Yeah, that's-
warning. Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, I know where this is going, and don't get your hopes up.
There was a comedian who had an STD and she would start her set out about it.
Mm.
And he's like, cause y'all gonna ask me after the show, or y'all gonna try to flirt with me, so I'm getting ahead of it now.
Okay.
I'm like, fair enough. Jokes were hilarious.
That's
But-
hey. Honestly, if the joke is fucking funny, I go ahead, out yourself. Also, I think that's sexually progressive of her.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh
It was
man.
one of the ones that we should be okay with, but we still not yet. But I'm gonna shut up.
This is welcome to the comedy podcast for dating.
Look, I've had crabs twice.
You've had crabs twice?
Yeah, in my 20s.
I've had scares. Never
I
confirmed.
thought they didn't exist. The only time I've heard crabs is like on a mattress outside.
I've only ever heard of crabs in like 90s movies.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah. I
Because that's
guess.
the only time crabs was really doing a number in the 90s.
I wonder if people just don't get them anymore. Like, it's like an old.
I don't know.
it's
I
an
mean,
old-fashioned-
Yeah.
less pubes. There's less pubes out there in the
Oh
world now.
shit! Yeah,
There's
yeah.
way less pubes now. Because like I'm not really seeing anybody like consistently enough that I need to take care of myself, but I still do. because I just like how it looks.
I like
I
a
like
little,
being neat.
I like
Yeah.
a little hair down there.
I like
personally.
tidy. I like a nice.
Tidy.
I like tidy, but I don't like. I don't want to like fucking shave my. What am I, a 12-year-old? Like, no, I'm a grown ass
and
woman.
that's how I feel. Yeah, it's weird seeing grown, especially like light skinned women. Like it's something about like a high yellow cooter with no hair on it. Just look. I feel like somebody gonna walk out. Like, why don't you take a seat?
I'm gonna mark that as a possible cut, but I don't want it to be.
I'm sorry.
You said like 18 different things in that sentence that I had to think about just because I needed to put context behind it.
I've noticed.
Do you shave your? Do you take care of your situation?
Yeah. Every once in a while
With a razor?
I know I have a
Clip.
What am I? An animal? I have clippers. I have the Manscaped type clippers.
Oh, okay.
I got the
Okay.
off-brand ones because they do the exact same thing.
Yeah,
They're just
same.
waterproof, so I can do it all
In
the way
the
in the
Oh,
shower.
wow. I don't have the waterproof one.
You gotta
Wow.
get the
That's the
waterproof
move.
one.
Do it in the shower.
Wow.
Put a stopper in your shower because hair clogs that shit terribly. But doing when I have to clean up the hair,
Wow.
it's way easier when you can just bloop it out the drain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it over the toilet.
I do that to get the dangly bits.
I do that.
The
Yeah,
top.
I do a little bit of the in between. I do the maintenance over the
Yeah.
toilet.
Because ball skin is it's like
No.
it's like sandwich paper like that.
Yeah. Oh.
It's so that's why I said scratching my balls is one of my favorite feelings.
Yeah.
Because if you scratch your balls up and down 2.5 times, you scratch them raw. That's how
very delicate.
delicate ball skin is.
Yeah.
It's like wax paper.
I tried to shave my balls once with shaving cream.
Oh.
I cut them. It bled a lot. It was extraordinarily painful. Never.
I'll put Nair to my balls before I put a razor.
And that'll melt them off. It says not to, right? You're not supposed to. I always want to put Nair on my butt crack, but I think I'll hurt it.
Yeah.
And then also you have to sit there for the 15 minutes.
Spreading them.
Cheeks spread.
My balls smell like rotten eggs, but they were clean.
I always remember weirdly liking the smell of Nair.
Nair?
I loved it. I loved
Okay.
it, dude.
That's fair enough. I always like the smell of tar. So
But
I
it's,
can't-
just weird smells. There's certain weird smells I can get behind. Nair,
Gasoline.
gasoline.
I do like the smell of gasoline too.
and then when you're like going on like a big road trip and you smell cow poop, love it.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I cannot stand cow.
I don't mind cow
Have,
poop.
have either of you done poppers?
No, I've never popped.
Never done poppers.
I know of their existence. I
Sure.
just don't know what they are.
They're an inhalant and sometimes party drug. Straight people use them now. They just go out and they'll just do some poppers because you go and your head goes. Gay men use them because it relaxes everything on you in the very short term. So if you're about to take a penis in the beehole, then you take the popper. But technically, what it is a VHS head cleaner. That's why it's still legal to buy because somebody out there has VHS head.
That's what it was.
It's a solvent.
Oh, so it's a drug that people are abusing.
Oh.
I thought people because poppers sound so fun. It's like, you know what I mean?
Poppers does sound very fun.
Yeah, I popped a couple poppers and I went.
Oh, I had some poppers and I enjoyed the rest of my night with my friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Was there some oons music?
It is good for instance music.
Wait. So poppers deals with the butthole. How do you feel about your butthole?
I cannot have one and still be cool.
You don't want anybody going in having to play around.
Someone has done it before. It's not my thing.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah. You just don't want
I don't want somebody back there. I just don't. It's like Peg said on our first. She was like, "You feel so alone." You're like you're up here by yourself, with your own thoughts. You know?
Just like, what's going?
Now
Hey.
using that mouth so you can't be like, hey, what's going on back there?
See, like the thing is, I don't mind play in the yard. Just don't go in the house.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, like play around.
Yeah.
Feel around, but don't
Don't go in the
try-
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the funniest shit.
Because like every time like a dude has like taken it upon themselves to like go back there and it's just mouth games, I'm like, all right, I get this makes sense, I'm having fun. But the second I feel a digit, I don't want that.
Safe word.
But yeah, no, and that is, but I wonder, would I like it more if I wasn't so
Yeah. Maybe you've had some popper.
That's
We'll
what,
get you some poppers.
and that is my popper curiosity.
I had a Dominican friend.
Yeah.
Dominicans really like butt stuff, and he. I'm trying to tell you,
like the hosts of this podcast do not endorse
black. No. Listen to me. Black people didn't start getting into butt stuff until we start watching Dominican porn in the early 2000s. That's who was doing all the butt stuff.
Was it like a search word for you? Did you were you just looking like Dominicans, or did you? I don't like the way I said that. That just, with the way I look, it doesn't come off right. But okay, so Dominican porn.
Yes.
Would you search Dominican porn and then you see the butt stuff happening and you'd be like, oh.
Yes, Dominican like regular like black people porn was head and fucking, and that's it.
Yeah.
Dominican porn was head, fucking, and ass stuff.
Ah.
And you're like, oh, I didn't know this was a thing. I was in the early 2000s. I was in my teens.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10 to 15. So
yeah.
Discovering that porn on that DVD, that blank white DVD, and saying some shit you wasn't supposed to.
Oh, dude, I didn't even start with real porn. I started with photos. I started with pictures of penises. Hard penises. That was it.
Wow.
I just liked seeing a dick.
Okay.
I was astounded. And then eventually my dad bought a Kama Sutra DVD.
Uh-huh.
That was like softest of the softcore porn.
And he bought it for himself, I'm guessing, or
not for me, just education.
Producer and friend Neil Wood here. Brief commercial break.
Hey, hold right there. Don't dare skip this. This is an important message. Me and my boy Albert Davis, we want to tell you about our podcast, Seriously Dad. Albert, why should they listen?
Because it's the best podcast in the world. It's by two comedians who are dads, and you know what we're talking about? Being dads. It's called Seriously Dad. Check us out on social media at Seriously Dad Podcast, and
anywhere you get your podcast. That's where we're at. We're funny. We got some great guests coming our way. We cover the topics you want to hear. Check us out.
No, he bought it for himself, but I like when he was out of town or when, at the house myself, I watched it like once or twice. Mm-hmm. And that did nothing for me. I need to see a dick.
Oh, okay.
I like the visual. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people say dicks are ugly.
That's how I feel about like lesbian porn. I just can't get into it myself. There has to be like actual fucking.
Well, you need to see yourself in the situation.
Yeah. That's why I don't usually watch like porn no more, but POV porn if I really need to.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, I will watch straight porn, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's because the men, not in all of them, but like you can find in certain genres of heterosexual porn, porn where the man is taken by surprise and yes. is kind of grateful for what's happening, thinks it's a cool thing. Because gay guys in gay porn, they're like, I'm so hot. Of course you're blowing me. Of course we're fucking. They're like all ripped up.
You don't like the arrogance.
I don't like the arrogance. I like in a straight porn where it's like, but you're my stepmom. That's hot. I like that.
I think it's that. Well, I think that in a lot of straight porn, there's like they really get into the taboos, into like breaking taboos. Yeah. It's like a hot thing. It's always like step sibling, stepmom.
You can't think of other stuff.
Principal, realtor.
Oh, I love. The realtor ones are a lot of fun.
Realtor is.
I'm showing you the house.
Yeah. What do you do? Do you do genre or do you do like a specific like makeup?
I type ebony into the search. Black people don't really do like fucking themes. Like there's no Lord of the Rings Black people porn. Like it's just fucking. Like in fact, the last porn I watched that made me stop watching it. Like all right, this is enough. There's this dude. His name is King Nasir. Niggas that know. He's just the fucker. Like it's like they sick women on him to get the shit fucked out of him. He be killing women.
Oh my God.
He'll just be like fucking a girl from behind and just like doing this.
NASIR.
Yeah. And then he was fucking a girl from behind and then hit the wall. And I was like, all right, I'm done. I can't even get, because I'm laughing. Because, yes.
Wow, we're getting into it.
This is actual porn. Like, I'm trying to tell you.
I am older.
If we're going to do it.
I just need to see his face. Oh.
There's that one. That down to that one right there. He really...
he's giving it to her.
PTSD. He fucked the shit out of her. I'll never forget.
Wow. He was on a yoga mat.
Dog, he fucked it. She was screaming.
Wow. Oh my God.
I think this is the first on our podcast.
So we actually...
This is the first time we've
we've
actually
done
put a porn video up.
There's regular Wreck. I thought we were going to see the Wreck-It Ralph. I'm telling you, there's like he's got his hands on his hips and his like giant animated
Wreck-It
Ralph dog is hanging out. It's great.
He's like, I'm going to wreck it.
That's what he
Oh
he
my
does.
God. Wait. Now I want to watch Wreck-It Ralph. So wait. You've never watched anime porn?
I have.
Never for you?
It's when I was younger, it was like the taboo, like, ooh, I didn't know cartoons could do this, but now it's just like,
Yeah. Yeah, the first time I saw Marge Simpson's pussy, I was like, whoa.
yeah.
And then after that's just so fucking hilarious.
That is not the...
This is too much.
Well, the one that I'm looking for is the one that's blurred out. See the one that's the one.
Oh wow.
She looks so confident, you know.
So wait, we do have a theme for this episode.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we were going to talk about great dates and bad dates.
It went way off the range.
But, I mean, we clearly all watch porn.
And we clearly all have wanted to see fucking animated, not animated. I used to have I had a BBC era.
A BBC era?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at me like, yeah, I also like black dick. What do you want me to say, Rachel?
It's like a fitted cap era.
He just hands me, okay? Yes.
This is theater.
And it's great. I don't know. I feel like did you ever have like a white ladies in porn era, or is it always you just like to you're always into the ebony vibe?
There's a few whaley that stuck out. Like there's a shorty who's from like the PA area, like nearby here, and I can't remember her name. She has red hair though. Yeah. Oh shit, have we?
You know who would know immediately?
Kelly Divine. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
I don't even know if she still does porn anymore, but this is during my formative years when it was Pinky, it was Jada Fire. Kelly Divine was one of those, because there are certain white women with enough ass that they just put them in the black category. So she was one of them.
That I can definitely imagine.
Of
course, they're all blurred out.
We're offering the same shit. Yeah, it's a lot of ass.
Okay.
Do you think it was natural? Was that natural ass or is that fake ass?
I think she got a boob job later, but
the butt looks authentic.
The butt does look authentic.
Because she had a kid and then gained the weight, and I realized something about me is mother's bodies really speak to my soul.
If there's anything about this, well, go ahead.
Okay, the first porn that I ever saw in my life. I was like 10 or 11 years old. I found a VHS tape on top of like one of my parents' like cabinets that had it was labeled Cinderella Productions. So I thought it was like Cinderella. So I put it on for me and my friends, and it was like this two women trying on crotchless panties, and then they were fingering each other, and then they were doing lesbian stuff. We had no idea what we were looking at. But then like one of the other scenes was this woman who had I guess recently given birth, or she was lactating. So a lot of the foreplay just involved like her like squirting the boob milk onto the guy's face and all that. And believe me, and I didn't know what sex was. So this was all pretty advanced for me. Yeah. I was like, oh, what am I looking at?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm on that to yes and you.
Oh, please.
I remember once it was more recent. I had no idea what a lactating boob looked like.
Oh.
And so I knew that I could find it on Pornhub. So I Googled breastfeeding porn on Pornhub.
Uh-huh.
And I was like so many holes in a nipple.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of
I've
holes
seen
in a
it
nipple.
it squirts out like a serrated holes or something like that.
Yeah. It almost looks aggressive. It almost looks painful.
I think they put extendo nipples on some of them lactating porn women because I've seen a woman breastfeed and it don't be shooting like that. It shoot a little crazy. It shoot like Alejandro know. Oh, when you take a piss in the morning and it gets a little wild, regular titties shoot like that.
Why does it get wild in the morning?
Because your prostate, dude. It's a prostate thing.
It's the first pee in the morning. It's the first pee after you've been asleep all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't. Never mind.
Wow, you guys are just bragging about how having to get up in the middle of the night, I guess.
I do get up in the middle
Yeah.
of the
Okay.
night
I
to
drink
pee.
a lot of water, but that first pee,
Still.
after you wake up, that shit is.
It's just do you have to like direct it? Is that a sit down pee or
I can't sit down if I'm.
you never sit down when you pee?
No, never.
If
Never.
I'm taking a shit, maybe,
Pooping, yeah.
but not when the anaconda is locked and loaded. Just ain't happening.
I've always wanted to pee as a man. I've never. It's there are two things. I mean, I feel like for everybody in the known universe, they're like, "What's one thing you would do if you were the opposite gender?" For almost everyone, it's pee and cum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
If you were a woman for a day, would you want to pee and cum?
I would want to get fucked by a bunch of dudes. I would be like, I have the equipment now. I have a vagina. It's presumably self-lubricating. No poop comes out of it. Great.
A bunch of dudes.
That's what I
Okay,
need. Yeah,
all right.
fucking.
So maybe there's three things we don't want to do. But like, I would want to pee as a guy really badly because I also want to know, like, do you hold it every time or do you just let it hang? Do you?
Depends. You don't have
Depends
to.
on what?
Depends on how you feeling. Like if you're in your house and your aim is true, you could just pull it out, drop it on the waistband, and
If
just
your
fucking
aim
go.
is true and your heart is pure.
That was a strange thing.
Your aim is true. I've only heard that in reference to like Cupid's bow.
I was watching some weird shit on.
You know what? You
like
can't.
knights and dragons shit
Yeah, I
on
was gonna
YouTube.
say.
Like I hear some.
You know what's funny is that you can definitely aim when you pee, but you cannot aim when you come. Like that is not.
Yep.
That is completely
Yep.
fully impossible. There's no way.
Oh,
I'm not-
I
you
can
don't know where.
I'm not controlling that shit at
No.
all.
honestly,
That's-
and I can confirm. Once I got cum in my eye,
It burns.
it does kind of burn.
Oh, shit.
I was so pissed.
I've got cum in hair before, but I've never got cum in someone's eye. And it was a black woman's braid, so she was
Oh,
sick.
Yeah.
was she pissed?
Yes.
Livid.
But it's like that's not your fault.
I can't help it. It just does what it wants to do.
Yeah, I came in
Has
the
a mind of
guy's
his own.
once, and it really stung him a lot. And he was upset about it. But I was like, I didn't mean.
I'm so sorry.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you lay down or did you get up immediately? Were you a gracious host?
I got him a little shot glass of saline. No, I didn't know what the fuck.
Oh, I was invested too. I was like, dude, that was smart. Yeah, saline.
I was like, oh, that's so sweet. It's so
That's
considerate.
what you should do. Yeah.
You should get somebody saline. But yeah, no, I think if there's two like end of sex moments I remember so vividly, it's the cum in my eye and the first time I used a vibrator during sex because I laughed for 3 minutes.
You laugh?
I laughed.
Like post.
Yeah, post nut because I was. I have a tell, and when I come, I laugh.
Oh, word?
Yeah, and depending on how hard I've come is how hard I laugh.
Oh.
So if
Somebody who does that.
if it's like a nice little, I giggle, I'll go, but like this was the first fucking vibrator cum I've ever had. 3 minutes, belly laughter.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Not even like.
No, like.
Oh, shit.
I was in somebody's giant apartment, and I swear to God, their roommates probably thought that he was just cracking me up.
Like, this guy's hilarious.
Well, he's real funny, I guess.
I hate when people laugh or smile during sex. I don't think it should be fun in that way. It's we're doing something very serious, and when we're dirty and we're Catholic and we're wrong. I can't do laughter or joy or happiness during sex.
You can only do angry.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
man.
preference. Yeah.
What is your resting sex face?
I don't- I can't-
Mine is this.
Mine looks like I'm lost in thought thinking about something happy. I'm like,
Where's my resting? Like a little chipmunk with his cheeks falling.
I don't know. Unless, okay, no, I will say one of my resting faces is hesitant eye contact.
Oh wow!
This one, it's like,
what?
because if I
What
don't,
a
like,
thing.
there's a level of like real intimacy when you make extended eye contact.
Yeah. I'm not.
And if I'm
too
not
much.
there with you yet, I will avoid it, but I will check in. But it's not like a check-in to make sure you're having fun. It's a check-in to be like, are you looking at me? Because if you're fucking looking at me, stop fucking looking at me. We're not supposed to be looking at each other when fucking doing this. Just get it done.
Oh shit!
How much eye contact are you making during the
All the eye contact, as much as you need.
Wow.
I've never not been
the whole time?
Yeah, if you want some eye contact,
I find it so intimate,
that's
though.
why I say yes. But we're doing an intimate thing. I saw the color of your asshole. Like
Wow.
So you got. I don't know. Maybe this is a straight male thing. I feel like I have to be comfortable with what you're comfortable with. So I can't not do something that you want to do.
I like, it depends on the person. I feel like if I feel an emotional connection, then eye contact is given. But if it's like I've been in situations where I've been like, oh, this is just gonna be fun, and then I'm like, it's why I don't really do one night stands as much anymore.
Yeah, I'm a lover boy. I can't.
Yeah. And honestly, and I say as much anymore, and I kind of mean like I don't remember the last time I had one. And like, because if I'm like in there and there's a moment of like hesitation or like feel like discomfort, then I immediately am like, oh, I'm not gonna have fun. Oh, this isn't gonna be great. But I like, no, now you're making me have thoughts.
Nah, this is no. Excuse me. I'll take it a step further. Not only can I not have one night stands, I'm bad at them because I found women that want a one night stand want you to kind of treat them a little so they can cut off the emotion and go.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you want a hot towel for your coochie? You want and my aftercare be a little nice.
Oh,
so
okay.
they fucking
Too tender.
yeah.
so they're just like, oh, what are
They
you
hate
doing?
it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I be giving them advice and shit.
I think if I'm like seeing somebody, I'm like, I don't do one night stands, but I will do like extended vacations.
I like a good extended vacation.
Yeah, right. We're rocking like 2-3 months of a little bit of fun, and then maybe it's not going to work out. But I do sink immediately into like friend vibes if I know I'm not going to want to date you.
That's jarring. I feel like you should communicate about that.
Yeah, I immediately am just like, so like, what's up? Like, you seeing?
Yeah, and I'm
I drop in a bro
Yeah.
real quick.
Oh, we know. You hear that, bro? You like, what I do? Like, I had a girl tell me she wanted to come over my crib and do unspeakable things to me. And then the very next day when these unspeakable things were supposed to happen, I texted her good morning and she said, how are you? And she's like, I'm having a okay day, bro. I'm like, what happened in the 6 hours since we've been sleeping?
It's I drop into I put the distance. I put the distance by going for friendship. Do you put distance?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure.
We're similar styles.
Yes.
We're both avoidant. We're terrified of love.
Yes. Yeah.
What? I love love.
I love love. I'm just terrified of it going away. So I make sure I never get it.
Oh.
Nobody gets out of love alive, girl.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's a quote from my favorite singer, Jessie Reyes. I couldn't do a podcast without referencing her.
Jessie Reyes. I think it's because the last relationship I was in, I will say, great relationship, but I did get my heart broken and it like hurt.
Well.
Yeah, same. The last time I was here, I was doing a podcast and I just met a girl that I called my schmooky pookie. And I fell hard. We was locked in until we weren't. And then I started growing my hair out. I was sad. Yeah. I just noticed like 4 months ago, I was like, started growing my hair out after she broke up with me. Damn. It was, yeah.
Oh wow.
Dude. Well, and the thing is though, like, but I think the older I've gotten, the more I've indulged in friendships because that's a love that won't go away. I will say I did have a 2-year friend hiatus.
Oh wow.
And we just got back to hanging out
Oh,
again.
cute.
And I'm very happy about it. I love them very much. And
You
I
had a
know that,
hiatus with your friend?
yeah. Well, I thought it was a friend breakup.
Oh.
I thought it was over. Because we had it was just a real fucked up, weird 6-month period
Mm.
where it was just not good. We were just not good for each other.
Oh, I've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was almost beefing. We almost went to blows for like a year and a half. We became enemies and then we became friends again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you know you guys were friends again?
It's because this particular friend, we've been friends since I was like 15, and then we stopped being friends in like my early 20s.
Uh-huh.
But we were so locked in, I knew his entire family. So I couldn't move through Philadelphia without running into somebody that knew him or me and knew each other. It's like, oh, where's so-and-so at? Or he'd see somebody like, where's Malakiah at? And so it's just like we had to eventually come to talk to each other.
Yeah.
So I guess life pushed us back into each other's life.
Have you ever had a friend breakup?
Well, I had what this makes me think of is when I had like a one night stand with somebody who was like an acquaintance, and that I hoped after the one night stand, I didn't think that we were going to like date, but I thought that we would become a little bit closer, maybe as friends or something. And that's not what happened. And that ended up hurting my feelings more than like us like not hooking up again, because it was like a total rant. It was after an open mic.
Yeah.
And we had both been like drinking. And then we went back to my apartment. I didn't even know this person was like bisexual or bicurious or whatever. We had a few more drinks. We smoked some more weed. And then I blacked out. We woke up together naked.
Oh, shit.
I love it.
And I was
Hot.
like, he had a pretty big penis. And I was like, I wish I remembered what we did with that. But then afterwards, like, and we would always had like a good rapport. And then, you know, the one night stand happened. Then I made an effort to like hang out a little bit more, and it just never turned anything. So that was like a little bit, because I was like, I would have rather just not have even had the one night stand if like we were
Especially
just
if you
never
couldn't
gonna
remember
Yeah,
it.
because and it also makes it like weird too, because it's just like we should move past this.
Yeah.
I will say I don't
wanna
do
know what this is so bad. But
post. We drop names, but like I can't stand. I don't like one night stands, especially like with people that like I know. What I love, making out with people I know on a one-off.
Oh, that's great.
I love
That
a
is
nice
fun.
little cheeky makeout.
Yeah, a little cheeky makeout.
Yeah, like
We've
we're not
had a
gonna
little
do this
cheeky
again.
makeout.
We've had a cheeky makeout. I like a good I mean, this is maybe just a one-time thing, but let me put them lips on me, and then I'll get a good one in,
okay, that's
and then
that's
I
a
know
line
it's
for me.
never gonna happen again.
Mm.
Or I like leaving the door open a crack, but I usually don't want to fuck. And so I kind of just drop in. That's when I drop into bro, and it's the most effective.
So y'all can't look people in the eye for more than 2.5 seconds, but you can kiss a random person? Make it make sense to me. I'm sorry. The math is not mathing. Currently.
Yo,
2 plus 2 is 5
honestly,
right now.
I think you're superhuman because you can make this eye contact. Honestly, I don't relate. I don't get how you can do that.
Eye contact, whatever you just don't compliment me. That's my one night. I will die if you give me 3 compliments in a row. I hate it.
Really?
I hate.
So,
I grew up in a black household, in a half black, half Caribbean household. So saying, "Hey, good job," never came.
Oh my God.
A lot. So I hearing it now, like there was love, but hearing it now, just like,
Oh, it just gives you like the ick a little.
Yeah.
So wait, when people bring you on stage and they're just like, "This guy's amazing, he's hilarious."
hate it.
I do under my breath when people are bringing me on stage, and they do that fucking annoying thing, especially if you've been in comedy long enough that people start calling you a legend or a staple of the city. I hate it. They're like, "This next chick, she's hilarious. She's been in Philly forever."
She's not going anywhere with her career.
Not going anywhere.
You'll see her for the next 10 years.
Give it up, please, for the one, the only. And then under my breath, I always go, "I fucking hate that. Fucking hate that. Fucking hate that." And then I get on stage. I'm like, "What's up, everybody? How's it going?"
Y'all know Tabitha?
No.
She a comedian. She moved out to Cali with her boo. But she was talking about literally yesterday. She was talking about going to like clown classes or something like that, and like the teacher would make you get up there and work on the thing that you're the worst at.
Oh,
so like people who didn't have antics, they would make them like move around the stage and everything like that. They just made Tabitha get on stage and take compliments for 5 minutes. That is my hell.
Oh.
That is my
I
hell.
would not like that
Oh
at
my
all.
God. 5 minutes of compliments?
Yo,
No.
and it's also there's a thing that
If
people
I could blow up, I would do it.
just smiling. There's a thing that people do. Okay, so what do you do when people ask you what you think of their comedy? Because my response is to immediately go into criticism. Because that's me being like, I do think about it, and I like you and I respect you, so this is what I think about it. And then I tell them, and then they're like, oh, I thought you were going to say nice things. And I'm like, I am being nice. I'm telling you can improve because you're good enough to improve.
That's the thing. I think we need to, I was having this conversation with Naeem. We need to shit on the younger comics more. Not because they're shitty, but because they need to have that to push them through. Nobody tells anybody to quit anymore. When I first started asking everything on the PCN, they was like, quit. Like I could be asking how to get the grape room. And they would tell me to quit. These newer comics are getting a little too big for their britches and coddled.
Yeah. And you know what I've noticed? They're not as slutty as we were. We all fucked each other because we needed to.
No, they out here fucking.
Oh, they are fucking. I
can tell you a story after this. I don't want to.
All right. Well, speaking of fucking, this episode is almost fucking over.
Yeah,
about 45 minutes. So,
yeah,
Malachi, and especially because you have such a fun online handle, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on the internet arguing with people on Twitter at Reese Niggerspoon.
So good.
You can or you can find me on Twitter and Instagram as Perks and Caicos. Perks like the drug and Caicos like Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, like Turks and Caicos.
Yeah.
But you can spell.
When I looked that up, I didn't know that at first. And when I looked it up, and I was like, that's a really smart.
It's very clever. I really do adore it. Oh my God.
I wanted to be Conan Macabre, but that wouldn't. Somebody already got it.
All right. Well, eye contact. We're dating.
We're dating.
Bada boom.
Bye. You know what is an amazing idea, Rachel?
What's an amazing idea?
Liking and subscribing.
Oh my God, you're very, very right.
To us.
At we.r.datingpod on Instagram, and you can find us under that on YouTube as well.
That's right. That's we.r.datingpod, and that's the letter R.
Yeah, that was my bad.
You'll figure it out.
Hey, how you doing? This is Neil Wood, one of the co-owners of Drop 10 Media Network and who helps run Biggest Little Comedy. You can check out all the other stuff we do at drop10.com. We've got podcasts, live comedy shows, and so much more. Go over there, support your favorite podcasts, follow them, subscribe. We appreciate it. Again, we're 100% DIY, just a bunch of creatives trying to make it in this, and give us some feedback. We always enjoy a little feedback. Thanks.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.